Good day, welcome to Martinez Design. Sorry for being a while that I have uploaded last after the last project that we did. So it was like kind of busy since before that period. So thank God we're back again. So with this particular tutorial is going to be a remodeling tutorial. So what I mean by that is that a client contacted me that okay, let me design. He has been doing this. Let me take you there so you'll be able to see my explanation. So a client has this kind of design, and what is there is that he has been doing this work since 2010, but he abandoned it when after some years. So you can imagine the building that when you look at it, you see that okay, there's some level of the building is a kind of old in construction for a while. So he said he need this one to be converted to at least, let's say, something of that many people can be able to occupy. So let me explain how this particular building is about. This particular building that you are seeing here, now let me give you the view. This side particularly you are seeing is a 2-bedroom flat side. This side is a 3-bedroom flat. Are you getting it? So there is a flat completely. At this place as well, the same thing. So you have 3-bedroom flats at this side, 3-bedroom flat at this side. The same thing here, you have 2-bedroom flat at the upper side, but some kind of a bigger one. You understand? And this one, same way. Now, when he called me, he said he doesn't need this kind of something again. He wants something that a lot of people will be able to live in and occupy a space that will going to be more easy for them. What does it mean is that he wants this underground floor plan to be converted to something like a, a single room, self-contained, a studio room, and then a 1-bedroom flat. So like 6 people will be able to occupy the ground floor plan. When you move to the upper floor too, so you're going to be converted to one-bedroom flat or two-bedroom flat as it need may be, so that you'll be able to occupy something. And a number of many people will be able to occupy. Instead of occupying having two families to occupy that place, you have like 3 or 4 family occupy that place. So the same thing at the upper floor too, that okay, the upper floor you want it to remain two-bedroom flat, however it may be, but just want it to be something that you occupy. So at the end of everything, when I was able to, so I come up with conclusion of this level. It was appreciative because it's like, because it's not the main thing is not even the 3D aspect, but like okay, at least you are able to maintain the whole picture of everything, then we'll be able to move on and do the needful while we appreciate this kind of viewing. So that is what we do. So we are going to get there now and get you to see the whole proper plan of everything instead of having it in this way. So we are having it a completion that we have already done the building plan and everything. I didn't bring the picture here because I don't want him to like suspecting of from something like that. So because I've not received the permission to go ahead, but I just want to so that I think it's one of the challenges that a architect will be facing and be able to learn through that process while we are learning Revit. So let's go on to the whole idea. So here now I have my Revit software. So what I need to do is, if you are new here, this is what you just need to do. Open a project, click on new, then you select a template that suits you. But I have my own personal template that I use for this company, so I don't need to go back there and be selecting something. So I'm going to use this Multinet design. So I've thought about that. If you need any idea of how to do that, you can contact me. So you just need to open and we start the project. Now, one thing about is that we are doing this every day. So if you are new on this channel, I just beg you to subscribe to this channel. And if you are one way or the other old member or subscriber who have been watching this channel, you can actually support us by becoming a member. The little support you give make us to continue to grow and do more. These are the kind of motivation we receive every day. So just try to responsible to be a member. So there's other profitable thing that we always have to do together. So thanks for your, and most especially continue to like and share. Do not be stingy with your like. Same time, do not be stingy with your share. Share this to anyone that is available, because let new people discover and learn the basic things that we do here. So let's go on. So what we do is the plot of land that was given. So I'm going to start by the project. So you know what I do. Annotate and I will select the line. I'm going to use level 1, leave the foundation. I'm not going to start from the foundation because the main thing I want to do is on the level 1. That is where the building is. So the foundation is just like copied the carcass and put it there to set the foundation foot. Now I'm going to say the plot of land is what, like, depends on the, but the area which I use this particular land is a 36,000 by 18 meter. So that is like, if you are using metrics, that is the normal standard for you. But if you are using imperial, so it's going to be a foot, which is going to be feet. Sorry, it's going to be feet, which is going to be like you have 120 feet by 60 feet. Now let us cross check whether it's right or not. So how do you do that? So you go to manage. When you go to manage, so you go under project unit. That is where you're going to check that. So when you go under project unit, your length is going to be something you are going to work on. You change this length and you change it to feet so that you'll be able to work for you. So there, feet quickly, and then let's do, when you click here now, you see that it's around approximately, this is one, what did you see, 118 feet. So that is approximately is 120. So the same thing here, 60 feet, which is just 59. So approximately, that is it. You can convert it by doing that by just clicking. Let me just round it up. 60 feet by 120 feet. So that is a plot of land. So returning back to the way it was, how do you do that? You can press UN on your keyboard and this will pop up back the same way it's like project unit. Then you do the needful by clicking on the length. So from the length now you change it back to millimeter and you finish it up. So when you click here now, you see that the dimension is back to 36,500 and something. So because of the additional of some inches ahead of it and some foot. So let's move on to the reality of this particular journey. And what do we do? Now let's go on. So like I said, the first thing you do, according to when I did the measurement, they have standard setback because it's an existing drawing already. So I don't just, all what I just focus on was the internal partition and external design. So it will just make sure I have the drawing, but because of I have to travel to get this particular project done. So I don't know where I kept those sketches that I make when I was doing this thing. So that is the reason. So let's go on. So I'm going to say the first thing I need to do is that I'll have to offset this. Press this and say offset, create similar. So the criminality, the first thing you do is to offset it to 3 meters so that you have the setback accurately. Sorry, create with what? With so I'm going to do that. Setback is going to be, so I have the setback in the position. So what I need to do is to now start the proper drawing. So I'm going to select my wall. So I have the wall, which is this normal wall. When you check it, check the edit and see whether it's a normal with standard log, so which is 9 feet. I'm okay with that. So the height here is connected, which is going to be 3,000. I'm going to use that. So I'm going to draw this. Then I have this one. I just like drawing the box first, then I proceed. So what I need to do is that according to the measurement, the house is divided into something. So when you look at it from here, let's say from this particular, you see that you have a pillar at the front, which are those things you need to take into consideration whenever you are doing your design. So that is the existence. So I have to do that. I measure that one. The whole length of the building is like around 26 meters. So that is what I'm going to use. Some region. So my mouse is having issue. So if there anyone that's among my followers have been following me, if you can dash me a gift for Christmas, it will be allowed. So if you just like send me the mouse, I will be so grateful. Just come to my, my WhatsApp, or my, what is it called, email address. You can contact me from WhatsApp, or you send a message through this video. Let me into you. So I will be appreciative if you can just get me one. Now let's say we moved on to this level. So we like 24, we have it here. So I'm going to increase this one. So I'm going to say, so okay, I will leave this one like 24. I think this is the main building size, so I'm going to say create similar thing. So here now I have like 25. I mean, 2005 for the pillar side. So I'm going to do that. I've never dedicated to, so but I have those measurements. I'm going to work on them. So let's just start the project straight up and see how far we go. So if you look at it now from this part, you see that the pillar are there, and that I've created something, and in my design completely I did that as well. So what we want to do here is that we want to put them in order, so that I'll be able to do the needful and proceed with that. So what we do here is that we are going to create. So the first thing is that this side, which is 2-bedroom flat of this side, we are going to convert it to one bedroom. Then at this side, that is 3-bedroom, we are going to convert it to a 4 unit of one studio, two studio apartment, then two self-contained apartments. So let's go on and do the needful as fast as possible. So now I'm going to click here and say start. So I'm going to say, so what I need to do first is that the whole total measurement of this is need to be taken into consideration. So I'm going to say click here. I will start from each edge, and I will stop at this edge. So you get. So the reason is that I will be able to understand the midpoint, because I need to follow crazy staircase at the consideration of the people that are living here. So I'm going to say click here and say create similar. So the midpoint here now is what I want to work with. So I'm going to select this one. So the is going to be offset by 1,200. 1,200 will be too small. Let me say 1,400. Okay, I think this is okay. Then 1,400 at this side. Good. So remove the middle one. Delete the middle one. While you adjust all this one to be here. Now remember, so let's quickly check the dimension here. Dimension here is 12 meter, which is, I think is so you look at it from there, you see that it maintained our normal standard activities to do whatever you want to. So I'm going to go back there and I do the needful. So since, let me check this is 3 and then 3 meter, I think we are on the good side. So what I do now is that I'm going to go here and divide this into 2. So it's going to be divided like this into 2. So this side is going to be made for, what is it called, the one bedroom flat, while this place is going to be for studio, at the same time self-contained. So let's just go on and do the needful and follow the procedure one after the other. But before then, I'm going to draw, I want to maintain a normal standard of grid here. So I'm going to say grid line, put the grid line here. I'm going to change this one to 1. So every other one will follow through the system. So grid line 1. I'm going to use this one as grid line 2. So I'm going to say grid line 3. Then I have grid line 4. Then all this one is going to be grid line 5. So you get. So I have that in place. Then the same thing goes to this side. So I'm going to change this one to A. Grid line A. Grid line A. Okay, so we follow through the grid line B. And the next one will be the last, which is grid line C. Okay, I think we set that standard right. So I just want to focus on this. Let me quickly create the room. So this is the stair hall. So let's say you just like create and rotate, then you call it stair or so you get, so that you'll be able to understand that whenever you are doing what you are doing. So I've selected that. What I just need, I would like change this one. Let me just change it. Okay, I think it's okay with it. So now my focus will be on this. So I will start, I want to create the bedroom here. remember the way this thing looks like. So a little bit like recess inside. If you look at it very well, it's a little bit recess within. So I will maintain that confidently by going there and do it. So I'm going to draw this one. I would say create similar. So from here, more like okay. So you break this into two, then cut it off. So you mirror this one, so that you'll be able to have it on ground. Alright, so you drag this to fit in or join. I'm going to do this one, put this one inside. So if I have any issue, I will adjust it. Let me just check. Okay, this is 3 meter here and 3 meter here. So I'm going to reduce this one. So I'm going to increase this to 3,400 as a standard rule. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one as well. Can just mirror this. Now let's mirror this one so that we have 40. Okay, I think it's okay with it. So since we have the center points, so then there's no need of blacking green. So that side is settled. So I'm going to say from here now, I will draw this one, go down. Fine. This is down here. So what am I going to do? I will now divide this into a place I want. So I have a bedroom, which is here. So I'm going to say click here and then divide this one. So this is going to be cut off to this level. Then this one is going to be divided into two. Go. So the next is that this one is going to be rearranged as well to this, while we have parts cut off from here. So what do we do? It is not over yet. So the point is that the entrance is going to be somewhere. We reduce this one a bit. Depends on the. So let's check the dimension. Dimension is 4 meter. I think 4 meter is 3. I think it's 3.8. That's we did. So we did 3.8. It was 3.8. Good. So here we have entrance at this point. So entrance is here. So the entrance is to stable this, to step this down. So you delete this. So it's come to this point. So that's the entrance, right? So we have this is coming up here as well. So it's a 1-bedroom flat. So we need to work on that perfectly. Now we have done with what we want to do here. So let's quickly just put this so that you understand this more better. So this one is going to be, let's put doors. So entrance to this is the visitor toilet. So we have entrance to bedroom, then we have entrance to toilet. So this is going to be dining, and this is kitchen. We have entrance from dining to kitchen. So what we do here is that we divide this into two. It will be an open space. So divide this one, and then you trim it, and that's it. So we have the entrance, then you remove the entrance, you break down the entrance as well, like this. Okay, then you do the needful by do the same thing here too. So we have that in place. We enter from here to the dimension. Okay, so it should be at least 1.1 meter. So we're going to play that, say 1.1 meter. So enter. This one is let's reduce this. Just be using this to measure your. Okay, so the sitting room is supposed to be bigger. So we're going to say 4,009. I mean 3,900, or let's say 4,000. Let's be big. So it has given space for that. So this is the dining. The dining is here. Fine. So let me quickly bring some templates to make it to be recognized. So I'm going to say, let's open with mouse. So I will say components. So from components now, I will select the first thing is to silver. So I'm going to put silver here, just to represent. So the next thing is so bed. Go bring bread here. Bring bread here. So I'm going to have bed here. So the next thing I need to have, the next thing I will have is dining. Let me get the dining there. Okay. So let me quickly save. So I'm going to save this one into my project. So where I think I have created that remodeling. So I'm going to say that remodeling. So remove structural house, remodel, so just call it that way and save. So let it be safe like that. So I'm going into this. So that is the dining, then the kitchen is here. So I think with this one, when we come back to do the tidying up, we get it done. So let's focus on the next aspect. So the next aspect is the aspect of studio part. So the studio part, I just want to use this. And I will say create similar. I will divide this into two. The reason why is I want to use this one for the and the other one for the studio aspect. So I'm going to get the dimension so that I'll be able to do the proper work. 5 and then 5. So I'm going to reduce this one to, let's say 5 200. I think would be okay for me. So why this one is 2, this one is a 6 200. So because this is a studio. Now let's start the proper work. So I'm going to say click, have this in place. Okay, close it down. So I'm going to have this one down from here, draw it to this level. I'll align it again if you feel like. So, but you are not going to leave it this way. The reason why I'm not going to leave it in this way is that it will come with some certain level of sacrifice. No, now let's say we have this, like, what is the dimension? 1.6, and what is the dimension here? 2.7, which is okay. I think it will be reasonable enough. It's a studio house, so we don't need to be too. So now, what is the dimension here? 1 3, which is too much, so we reduce it. So I'm going to say click here and reduce this one to 1 1 as well. Good. So that gives more space to this man. So press similar. So that's it. So 2 9. Let me just say 3 meter. Fine. So the next thing is that this place we are going to bring it down, and we have it as what? As the toilet and the kitchen. So I'm going to have a replication of like a dining here. That should be the point. So it's not a dining per se, but just like for a reading position if you want to read or whatsoever you want to do. So I'm going to reduce this one to 2 by duplicating it. Say duplicate, come with 2, and I will call it 2. So this one is going to be 2. So at least be 2 now. You can rotate it if you feel like. If you know want to just leave it that way. So the next thing, I bring the bed here. So create similar, and I'll bring the bed to this position. So let the bed be here. So it's not over. I need to create like wardrobe. So I'm going to create wardrobe here. So let me just say zoom in and zoom out, whatsoever. So just like create a small wardrobe, then create another one here, or shelf, whatsoever. You can bring shelf to that place and just have it. So I'm going to say here, I will click and annotate. Some like design like this give headache, but if you know what you are doing, it's a small something that you're going to do and get it done. So this is like 900, so it's much okay to be done. So adjust this one to be close to this place. Any other thing you can still do here. So just say and zoom to fit. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so I'll be able to concentrate. So I've gotten this one right. So let me quickly put the door, but not the final door. Just like I'm going to do that. So this is going to be for. Then this one is going to come here. I think we're done with that. So I break this one too, the way I did to that one. So go to modify and then make this one. So you know I'm doing like 3 plan at once. So that is why. So you need to get it, you get it accurately the way it's supposed to. So that is that. On join. So the next is this. I drag this one to occupy this position. So we have open place here now. Open place. Open place. So this entrance to this. So we can borrow this or check another one. But you know that it's not going to give you much edit components. So go there and search for it. Just let me use this one. So I'm going to use this. Okay, to represent. So this is the kitchen. This is the, I can call it a place that is circulation. You can use it to read book or whatever you feel like. You can rotate it if you feel like rotating is the best. So when you are here, you have access to just like your circulation area. So here you do whatever you want to do. You get your food, you can come here to come and eat if you feel like. So whatever you feel like doing, you are okay by all this standard. So that is that aspect. Now let's just focus on this aspect of self. So what do we do here? We select this. I will say create similar. Create similar. We just have it a straight down thing. So we're going to do it this way. Fine. Remember we have entrance to focus on too. So the entrance is going to be here. So now the next is that we have, then we create another part here. Good. So what do? We break this one down too. So you get, so then you start doing the needful by trimming them. Good. So this is the entrance to this one. So you get this door, then you create break. It's going to be here. Then you have entrance to this, and you have entrance to this space. So what does all this place symbolize? We have one as a kitchen, which is this, and we have this one as a toilet. So in the next tutorial, we are going to make sure that we do the details of everything. But for now, just have it like this and see that, yes, these are the things that we have from ground, and this is the way we can put them in place for now. So I think with this now, this one is a self-con, so you can just like have, when you place it in. So when you enter into this apartment, and so you know we have not put window, we've not arranged this for, but we just get the plan right. So now we have 3 people occupy this side. So now you can connect by select and then control. So what will I do? I will just do mirror of everything. I'll call this tutorial part a wrap. So mirror. Good. So we have it. So we have 6 occupants. Number 1, number 2, those are occupying self 1 bedroom flat at this side with dining. We have a studio 1, which is for, and the room, which is good, and have circulation in this plant 2. Then we have 2. So 6 people occupy this particular side, stair hall and here. So time for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.